Welcome back to the Evo Code, where we reframe optimal health and nutrition through the lens of ancient biology and bioenergetics. I'm Dr. Tom Schiller, and today we're talking about stress, what it really is, where it comes from, and why so many different stressors end up affecting the body in the same way. This is part one of what I'm calling the code of stress. When most people think of stress, they think emotional or psychological stress, unhealthy relationships, anger, anxiety, loneliness, financial pressure, or social media. Others think of chronic pain, illness, or exhaustion. What's important to understand is this: stress is not the event itself. Stress is how the brain interprets the event and signals the body in response. Two people can experience the same situation and have completely different biological stress responses. That's not weakness, that's neurobiology. Your brain is constantly asking one question: am I safe or am I under threat? When the answer is threat, the brain activates the stress response. And here's the key point: the brain doesn't really care where that threat comes from. Loneliness can trigger it, food insecurity can trigger it, fear related to crime or personal safety can trigger it, chronic pain can trigger it, poor sleep, inflammation, and metabolic stress can trigger it. Different stressors, same downstream biology. This is why understanding acute versus chronic stress matters so much. Acute stress is healthy. It sharpens focus, mobilizes energy, and builds resilience. Exercise is stress. Cold exposure is stress. Short-term fasting is stress. These are examples of stress that makes us stronger. Chronic stress is different. It doesn't resolve. It keeps threat signaling turned on. And instead of building resilience, it drains energy. Modern life is exceptionally good at producing chronic, low-grade, unresolved stress. Regardless of the source, emotional, social, physical, or metabolic, chronic stress activates the same biological systems: elevated cortisol, increased insulin, inflammation, oxidative stress, and impaired mitochondrial function. That's why stress accelerates aging. Stress increases cellular damage, reduces repair, and leaves tissues energy deprived. Stress is not abstract, it's measurable biology. Once you see stress as code, as a set of signals, you realize something important. You don't need to eliminate stress, you need to change the signals. That's what we'll talk about next. For a deeper dive into stress, hormones, aging, and energy, see Chapter 18 of my book, The Evo Code. In Part 2, we'll focus on how to reduce stress, emotionally and physically, by changing the biology underneath it. No judgment, just better understanding.